Welcome in, beautiful souls. If you're new here, my name is Jane. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm glad to have you here. So we have group 1, group 2, group 3. All the sessions are timeless, so whenever you find it, it's the right time for you. The question today is, where are you in your ascension process? So where are you in your ascension process? So we're going to find that out today. So I'm just going to move on and start with group 1. Welcome in, group 1. So you have chosen Temple of Truth, Throat Chakra, Authenticity, and Self-Expression. So I'm just going to pull out some oracle cards here, and then we will begin the reading. And the stone is Larimar. I think Larimar is the name of it. Okay. Let's see here. Let's pull out a few of these, and then we'll begin the reading. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Okay, just move this aside. Okay, and then one of these. Well, okay, I guess we're going to take 3. Okay, so we have these 2 here. I'm going to take some tarot cards. I'm going to take one of these. Okay. You want me to pull out angel number for you? Okay, that's too many here. This one. Make a wish. It's in reverse though. 10-10 on the bottom. Faith. Okay. And oh, I had a crystal cleansing it. Oh, I forgot about it. Okay, let's see here. They flew this one in the air, so I'm going to take that one. I'm just going to take 3 tarot cards to start with, because it looks like we have a lot of oracles out here. Okay, I'm going to take this one, and this one. Okay. The other thing they wanted me to do, too, is to, this is to tell us what house you're in, or the energy. Oop, it was a 5. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is, 5. Let's see here. The 5th house is all about being creative and romantic energy. Okay, so let's begin. Let's start here with the blue flame. Wow. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. And you notice it's this is about the throat chakra, and this is blue. And this one here is wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Okay, so you're in the process right now. Things have to happen in the right timing. And, you know, self-expression is all about creativity too. Okay, so let's see what these ones are here. Sacred self. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows my true worth in every moment. Let me experience that I am love. My own sacred self will always draw kindred spirits. So this is where, okay, so this is where you are in your ascension. Maybe this is why, because you're still getting to know like your true self, because do you need to go out? Okay, hold on, my dog needs to go out the door here. Okay. She doesn't usually leave the room when I'm doing a reading, so that might have something to do with it. You know, I notice that they're showing like a lot of doorways here, and I just opened the door. Maybe that's, okay, so that has something to do with this. When you are you're in a waiting period because you're still finding who you are. And that's all about your self-expression and your authenticity, right? Being honest with yourself. Discernment, yes, there you go. Grant me discernment and detachment when they're needed most. May I honor my feelings deeply, then fully let go, trusting your plan. So, you know, you might be in this waiting period right now, but the throat chakra will, you know, I think maybe that's what's going on. Like they're opening your throat chakra right now. That's where you are in your ascension process. Your throat chakra is being activated because you're getting to know your sacred self, and you're learning to use your discernment and trust in the plan of the universe. Okay. Available. I am open. Yeah, you might be ready. I think you're ready, but they're saying here to wait. So change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer you even the most baffling problems, knowing you'll carry me to the right solutions at the right time. I am utterly open, receptive, and available. So there's still a little bit of a waiting period here. Let's do this one next. Humility. Number 17. Humility. Okay, let's see here. You know, accepting this light here, this blue light. Divine feminine, moon, intuition. Number 10. Yeah, I believe that you're ready. Black moonstone. Yeah, learning your sacred self. Okay, let's see what they have here. The traveler, yeah, you're more than ready. Adventure potential, yeah. You're ready to take this. Hope and readjustment. Okay, so there's still some adjustments that need to take place before you're going through some kind of integration here. And then we have comfort and community. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. You know, things need to be activated and done in a, like when they do like like I think you've already had like a throat chakra, and you're doing a self-expression, your authenticity is happening already. Yeah, I just heard, because the floodgates, right? The thing is, it takes time. Like, you have to wait through periods in between, because there's an integration time that has to happen before another activation can come through. You know what I mean? So, going with the flow here and flowing around all these obstacles, it takes time. And like they said, it's like a testing period, right? There's a bit of a testing period that goes in between these activations, and then it allows things to integrate. Okay, I can clearly see that you're more than ready here. Okay, I'm not going to take those. Okay, I'll take this one though. That one. It's on the bottom. Blessings and well-being. Yeah, because they have to make sure that your well-being, you know what I mean? Because they can't do it too quickly, right? They can't do it too quickly because of your well-being. And you have plenty of blessings that are coming. It's just, it takes time to integrate them. So your ascension process might feel like it's stagnated or not moving forward as fast as you would like. But again, it does take time. Look at that, number 20, awakening, renewal, and enlightenment. It is going to happen. Absolutely. So you're on the right track here, because you have the humility here card too. Okay, I'm just going to move this out of the way. They're asking me to read this card, so I'm just going to pull that out here. I don't know why they want me to read that. We're going to find out together. And then we have Knight of Feathers, action and focus. Yeah. And that, like the clarifier, that comes right out. Like your adventure and potential, the renewal and enlightenment here. And then you have the hope and a readjustment, and action and focus. Yeah, I think you just need to focus on what you're doing right now. Look at this, optimism and innovation. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're more than ready here. So there's something about this humility they want me to read here for you. I'm gonna take a sip of tea. Hold on. Actually, it's not tea, it's hot chocolate. I forgot. I stopped drinking tea. Let's see here. Humility, the message is humility brings you closer to heaven than being on top of humility brings you closer to heaven than being on top of the world. And look at that. Wow. That's funny, Spirit. What else is here? The angels could not have expressed any better how important it is currently to humbly put oneself into service. The world needs everyone who is willing to engage lovingly in life. These days, it is easier to be successful than to speak openly about humility. Humility is a gift, a renunciation of selflessness, which makes it easy for the angels to choose us for their luminous deeds. Okay, so the Dalai Lama once said, the planet no longer needs successful people. What the planet is in desperate need of are peacemakers, healers, innovators, storytellers, and lovers of all kinds. And it was like the fifth house, right? And the fifth house is about romantic energy and creativity. So that's what the self-expression, your sacred self, your discernment, your availability. So that's what they're saying here, that you're an innovator, a storyteller, a lover, a peacemaker, healer. Like you could be any of or all of those things. That's wonderful, Spirit. Okay, they're asking me to bring out one of these things for you here. Oh my God. Okay, look at this. It's the, I don't know if you can see it. It's the, I guess it's the Bible, because it's got the cross and the dove. And a music note. Singing. Yeah. You have a little fairy here. You might resonate with this, with the fairies. And then you have, I can't remember what they call it, that hand. You know, it's protection, I believe. I think that's what that is. It's protection. I can't remember the name of it, though. And look, you're a star. Well, and they brought that up more than once about the star, too, because being on top of the world. So you might resonate as a star seed. Okay, so they're going to have me read this here. I need the book. I didn't take out the book. Let's see here. Let's see. Make a wish. It's in reverse. Okay. So the reverse says fear of failure holding you back, need for more introspection, okay? Low vibration activities are draining your energy, and giving into hopelessness. Yeah, I think it's because you don't feel like you're moving, ascending fast enough. But like I said, it takes time for that integration. And, you know, they're just saying like, wait, like you have to be patient with this. This isn't something that you can rush. So your affirmation is, I am in the middle of something miraculous. And that's exactly how you have to look at it. That just because things are slow or doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere, that is not the case. There's a lot of things, like they said here, like your blessings are coming, but you have to have your well-being has to be the biggest priority, because they can't, you know, put you into this spontaneous, it's okay, that's what that's about, that spontaneous awakening and activation. They can't just come in and suddenly do that, because it could make you very ill to a degree that it could take you months to recover from. So, and it says right here, there's Page of Crystals is about ideas and discipline. And then right underneath that is the Hermit with contemplation and wisdom. So just use some of your wisdom and, you know, remember, you know, have that confidence in yourself that you are moving forward. You are going through an awakening. It's just, again, it takes time. You know, some people, it can take a couple years, because, you know, depending on your gift, you can't be, you know, rushing this type of thing. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me split this here. Lily, spiritual love. Oh, spirit, that's beautiful. So you have spiritual love. Dog, close up, pleasure with a close friend. Okay, that's that love that they're talking about. Whoops, what's going on here? It's a couple here. New creative ideas, new adventures, and a fresh start. Okay. Look, and we're in the month of February, so I'm not really sure what February means to you. One more, spirit. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Okay, so that's still the healing. So that's probably why things are taking time, because you're still going through the healing. Healing isn't something that's done in a day, you know? It's a temporary problems, yeah, and there could be some temporary problems going on. Okay, what else here, spirit? Just one more. There's something about November. I don't know, these could be birth dates. I don't really know what this refers to. November is Is it Scorpio? No, they're October. I think Scorpios do go into November, but though no, just no. November is Scorpios. I don't know. And February is Aquarians. So you have career, and Bull is plenty of material things. Okay, guess that's it. You know, this card came out here, and I just split it again. It came out on someone will gossip about all your secrets. You know, this is what you could be dealing with too. So that, you know, these temporary problems that's coming in. And you might know who this is because their birthday might be in November or February. But again, these are just distractions. You know, these could be your tests too. You have to look at it that way. These could be your tests because, like I said, that you know, you have to go through a period of integration and you know, some testing before you can go to the next stage of ascension. So that's where you are in your ascension process. So I guess that's all I have for group 1. I'm going to move on to the next group. So bye everyone. Welcome in group 2. All right, I can't remember what the name of that stone is. Okay, let's see here. Crown chakra upgrade. Ooh. Divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. Okay, so I'm going to pull out some oracle cards and some tarot cards here. So let's just start with these ones. Okay, this one. Oopsie. Okay, that one. Oh, put the deck upside down. Earth pulsing on the bottom. Okay, so one of these. This one. Decisions, perfect actions are shown. Divine connection, holy experiences. Okay, so where are you in your ascension process? Where are you in your ascension process? Okay, I guess that's the card. The bottom is doubt. You doubting yourself. Okay, let's see here. Cleansing the bottom. All right, let's see here. Okay, that one it is. I'll pull out an angel number here for you. Okay, where are they in their ascension process? Look at that, mindfulness. You know, this reminds me of an eye here. Eye in the sky, I heard, you know, the stars. My dog is grumbling to come in. Hold on. Come on, Star. Starlight. Oh, I have to get up to go get her. Star, come. You coming? Come on. Come, Star. You're being so silly. What is your deal? Okay. You're being so silly. You coming up here? Okay, come on. Get up there. Being silly. All right. She's interrupting a lot today. You know, the animals all have been interrupting a lot, the readings. the energy is really magnified for them, so it gets them, they just have like extra energy, and everything's more amplified for them. Okay, so you're mindful. Okay, so divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. Maybe you're being mindful about that. Okay, so we're going to pull out a few oracle cards here, and then we'll get going. Oh my goodness, I'm not taking any of these, Spirit. Okay. Where is group 2 in their ascension process? What is it that they need to know? I'll just take 3 for now. Shadows on the bottom, self-empowerment and ambition. Okay, let's begin. Portal, look at this. Doors are opening, you decide. Rewards, wild card, and being mindful. Wow. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Wow, Spirit. Oh, okay. They wanted me to roll a dice here to see what house what energy what house you're in for your energy. Oh, okay. So that's the second house. And the second house, too, is all about money and your value, how you value yourself, how you want to be perceived in the world, how you perceive the world. Oh my God, my dog is outside crying. I have 2 dogs. One little one that needs help getting up, and another one outside crying. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Sorry for the interruption again. See, and this is another thing too. See, I think this could be happening. You could be having a lot of distractions going on. You could have a lot of people demanding your time. So being mindful of the distractions that are going on could be very helpful to you during your ascension process here. Yeah, notice with this card too, in the archway here, it looks like a lot of writing and different codes or something. So you could be getting like downloaded with codes right now, because it's a crown chakra upgrade. So that's why the doors are opening. That's why there's going to be a portal opening. So surrendering to that. So the Venus energy. So Venus is all about love and like joy, yeah, pleasure, and like the love of self, right? And that, it's, I find like it's like the air is like suddenly like really heavy, and they had me light up a new incense for this reading, and mist the area from interference. Okay. All right. Okay, so offering, I am peaceful. Look, and it comes right out under the divine connection, holy experience, and miraculous energy. Wow, beautiful. Lotus flower. Okay, so, in the lotus flower, that comes out of, like, the mud that has come through, get up out of the mud, right? That's like, going through all that process of healing and your shadow, dealing with all those hard emotions, and working through all that and seeing yourself for who and what you truly are. So let me, divine beloved, offer all desires to you, knowing the right outcomes are already selected. Grant me true surrender, surrender and peace. Let me be only a vehicle for your will in every way. That's because of your mindfulness. Wow, Spirit. Uniqueness, exactly. That's why the doors are opening. I accept my own nature, just like I was saying, like you accept your true self, all the good and the bad and the ugly, right? Change me, divine beloved, into who embraces my own uniqueness. Let me accept my own nature completely, knowing it too is divine. May I love myself as I am, not as others say I should be. Exactly, Spirit. Exactly. I love this. Beware of distractions. No joke. And I was just saying how, like, all the distractions, Spirit. That is funny. Number 44. I love this. They're going to have me read this. There's something in here. Okay, let's see what this one is. Moving forward. That's right. And see how this arrow is like having a hard time punching through the air? See how it's got like this curve that the air has to curve around this arrow? But nonetheless, no matter how much you've suffered and gone through, you're still moving forward. This portal is opening for you. This is where you are in your ascension. Wow, Spirit. You've accepted yourself for who you are. You've integrated your shadow self. You've gone through all the healing. You've pulled yourself up out of the mud, not more than once. Look, she's got arrows too. Look at this. I just noticed she has an arrow as well. Exactly, Spirit. Beautiful. Let's see what this is. Stability. Exactly. Attainment. Yeah, you created a stable environment for yourself. Stability. And you notice all these little houses around here, all these little, oh, those are crystals. Sorry, those are crystals. They look like little houses, though. Comfort and prosperity. Yeah, you've brought yourself comfort. You've found your own way. The Hanged Man. Oh my God, this is all that patience and perspective that you've gone through to integrate your shadow self. Absolutely. Beautiful, Spirit. Okay. Oh, Shaman. Look at that. Divine wisdom, spiritual power. Holy moly. Yeah, you're moving forward into your power. Absolutely. And that comes under the stability and attainment. When I was shuffling, they asked me to put this under the Hangman. But you're moving forward. Okay, so what do you want for the clarifier for the Queen of Crystals? Comfort and prosperity. Responsibility and dedication. Yeah, that's what created the moving forward here, was all that responsibility that you took for yourself and the dedication. Look, and we have the wheel on the bottom. The wheel, the change, the possibilities. The wheel is the Wheel of Fortune. That's, well, you know, and it's funny too, because an octopus is unique because they're the only species on this planet that doesn't share DNA with any other species. So that's how unique you are. And the Wheel of Fortune is about fate and destiny. Wow. They want me to read this Beware of Distractions, though. Let's see what they want you to know here. So this is where you are in your ascension process. Like, wow. This is beautiful, Spirit. The message is, you are forgetting the essential. Inside yourself, you can already hear an inner voice that quietly warns you. Oh, because you're using your discernment. The kindness of the angels wishes to remind you that it is rarely the worldly things that we are called to achieve. Very often, it is not easy to resist the temptations of everyday life in our tumultuous world. If you have drawn this card, it is a loving reminder to invite the inner world back into your life. Moments of silence and meditation are often more healing than a shopping trip with friends. Perhaps you'd like to take a few hours a week to go for a walk just with yourself, or to meditate. Incidentally, there are people in your life who would benefit from a loving, selfless thought sent without any expectations. And you said, it says here, I accept my own nature. You know, and I was going to say too, when I saw that, like, I think they're advising you to spend some time out in nature, but I didn't. You know, sometimes you're given these I'm giving these downloads as I'm doing the reading, but I don't always say everything. And though I know by now I should, because, well, I should. I need to be mindful of that. And, you know, with all those distractions with the animals, that's really funny, Spirit. That's hilarious, actually. Okay, so they're going to have me pull out a couple things here. The affinity symbol here. The axe, look at that. And the dragonfly. You know, and dragonflies are very unique too, because they, you know, and I noticed they're bringing a lot of the water. You know, they have the octopus here, and then they have, and, you know, because dragonfly, and see, this is going to be something that's going to happen quickly because, well, the doors are opening. So you decide that with how you go through your divine connection and your holy experiences and your own miraculous energy. But like dragonflies, they just burst out of that water very quickly. Oh yeah, I just noticed more water here. And oh, water here as well. Yeah, there's a lot of water going on here. And the shaman too, like when you're in a shaman energy, that is where you're able to connect with, you know, the energies of the Holy Spirit, with the energies of like Jesus and stuff like that. So you've had to, you know, this axe kind of gives me this energy that you've had to do a lot of cutting people out of your life. You had to do a lot of chopping things away, chipping away at your own self, to go through all of that shadow and integrate all of that into and accepting your uniqueness. Beautiful, Spirit. Okay, so read this one, and that's it. So this is where you are in your ascension process. This is really, really good. So they want me to read this. Mindfulness here, 27. I don't think I've ever read this card. 27. 13. Okay. This is a time to truly focus on staying present and being mindful. Notice everything that's working out for you and find ways to change anything that is not working for you. The axe, yeah, cut it out. Funny. It's up to you to create a sturdy foundation to build that dream upon, life upon. Your natural talents will be extra helpful with this reflective practice. So taking stock of current situation, expressing your truest self, preparing for a solid future, staying present. And your affirmation is, I am deeply focused on forward progress, which we already know because doors are opening here, and that you're surrendering to all of that. Wow, Spirit, that's beautiful. Okay, so they want a couple of these here. A dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Now this could be, this again, because you were in the second house, which is about sorry, I blanked out, about money and your value of yourself, how you see the world and how you want to be seen by the world. Okay, so we have broom here, new home, new attitude. Okay. You know, hands on the bottom here, a need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay. So you might need a little bit of help. Look, a hand, I don't know what that is. Work, achievement, success. Yeah, you're working towards this ascension process, and you're doing really, really well. So whatever you're doing, just keep it up and just stay aware of these distractions and be mindful of them. Chair filled, someone new is entering your life. You know, this is something that, you know, and this comes right out on this grounding card here with the 10 of crystals with the stability. So use your discernment and be, you know, view this person and just be aware, stay mindful, right? Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Although it comes right out on a comfort and prosperity. And then, and then these flipped over, which is caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So you might be struggling with having a little bit of impatience here, but, you know, you are moving forward here. You know, and it's, you know, it comes right out on the 10 of acorns, which is, the acorns are wands in this deck, which is your responsibility and your dedication. So, you know, you might find things that are like slowing down, or you've just been waiting a long time. You're getting tired of waiting. Period of prosperity and abundance. Look again. So this is the patience here. And broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. This might be from, you know, the past energies. Let's clarify that. What is the broken bridge, Spirit? You know, because, you know, comes, you know, with the axe, it could be something that you've, like I said, you've cut out. You weren't successful with whatever and you cut it out. Mountain road. You were on the road to success. Yeah, you know, they have that with the ant too, about the success. What is the broken bridge? Maybe that's why, because you couldn't find a successful outcome. So you've cut this out, but now you're seahorse. Yeah, and family matters. I think you cut people out of your life here at these family matters. And July, I don't know what July means. You know, this person's birthday could be in July, yours could be in July, I don't know. You know, see this big wave coming in? Oh, big wave coming in. Maybe that's where that portal's going to open, because they did say it's up to you. You decide the rewards. You decide. You decide. Just surrender to the sweetness. Yeah, it's up to you. So you decide. Maybe that's what that is. That big wave I see on the card. Yeah, you know, and it has shield here. I split it on shield. You need to defend yourself. And I think that's what was going on here with this broken bridge, with these, you know, family members. You had to defend yourself. You had to cut them out to do your healing. Diamond, you'll be receiving and giving a precious gift. Yeah. Okay. Getting together with friends on bottom of that. Okay, Spirit, is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. So this is where you are on your ascension. This is very good. You're doing really well. So you just got to keep up. You know, the affinity symbol, you know, and I notice it's 8, and there's, you know, 8 on these, on the octopus here. Okay. So, this is really good. So I hope this helps you on your journey to your ascension process. And I'm going to send you all my love and light. And I'm going to bid you a good day. So bye, everyone. Welcome in group 3. So you've chosen, let's see here. Gaia Gateway Activation. Learning experiences. Wisdom transmission. Earth intelligence. Okay. You might resonate as like a earth angel or shaman, or have like a deep love for Mother Earth and all the trees and creatures that reside on and in the earth. So Gaia Gateway Activation. Okay, so I'm going to pull out some oracle cards here, and then we're going to begin the reading. And some tarot cards too. I have some tarot deck here to... One. This one. It's on the bottom. Star Keeper. Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. Seeds. And grounded. The gateway of Gaia. Okay. Let's see here. I'll pull a couple of these. Okay, guess we're taking that one. Decisions, perfect actions are shown. You see, he's got an arrow and he's in nature. Okay, let's see here. I'll take one of these. Kindness. Look, and she has all these birds and crows and... Wow. Beautiful cards. These are angelic cards. Okay, one of these. Jeez, Spirit. Okay, all three then. Okay, and we're going to pull out angel number here for you. Rebellion, and boy, we got two coming out here. They're both in reverse. So there's potential in reverse and rebellion in reverse. All right, let's see here. Set them aside. You want me to read these at the end? Okay, so let's begin. Oh, let's take a couple tarot cards first. Here. All right, let's see. Okay, guess we're taking that one. We'll just start with the three. On the bottom, look, the sun. Wow. Okay, so they want me to also find out what house energy that you're in right now. The 7th. Wow. The 7th is all about having love, soulmate, marriage. You know, it's the ruler of this is the Libra, and that's like with the scales of balance. Okay, so there could be something here about the balance. You need to balance something. You know, and then it's about the romance too and the soulmates. Let's turn this over here and find out. Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay, star family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Okay, maybe, okay, where are you? Okay, so this is about where you are in your ascension process. So maybe you feel like you're alone. That you're on this earth and you're alone. But you have a whole star family that's here to assist you. You see her heart is all lit up here. I heard you're looking for love in all the wrong places. I don't know, you're thinking maybe that you can't find love on this earth or something? Learning experiences. Where are you in your ascension? These are learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Okay, so you have the earth intelligence. Maybe you're not thinking about the cosmos, like your star family. And you can ask them for assistance. Let's see what else we have here. Protection. I am safe. See how she has this ring going around her? Protecting her aura, protecting her chakras. Change me, divine beloved, into one who is protected from all negative energy and predictions. Fill me with your dazzling and radiant light. Make me a vessel for your love. I now release all fears I've absorbed from others. Ah, that's what it is. That you need to stay really grounded because you're absorbing others. Okay, yeah. See how it has this like well, they're like chakra colors here coming up off the earth. You're absorbing these. You're absorbing other people's emotions, and that's why you're so connected to the earth. You're connected too much to the earth. But you need to remember that you're from the star family. Support here. Look at that. You have protection and support. So you have your star family. They want you to call them in. So call in support. Then you have support right here. The right help will come. Okay. So I think you feel like you're in a rocky boat all the time. Being an earth angel. Yeah. Okay. So, you have a lot of empathy. You have a lot of, because you're a highly empathic individual. Okay. So, allow me, divine beloved, to let go, relax, and enjoy the process, knowing that it is safer to offer all to your capable hands. The right actions are always shown, and the right help always comes. So I think you have to surrender yourself. You need to surrender and know that these emotions are not all yours. I think you're going to have to spend some time in nature alone to discern which is your energy and which is somebody else's, because I think that's what's going on. I think you're absorbing so many other people's emotions, anger. You're absorbing it all, and it's not even yours, and it's confusing you. So it's messing up your ascension process. Because you're a child of the cosmos, you need to connect, maybe put on like the suit of armor, God's armor. Yeah. You can probably just look that up online and do that on a daily. It'll protect you from other people's energies. You have wishful thinking. The Queen of Hearts here. I haven't seen this card before. You have the Rose. What else is going on here in this card? I see this angel here holding this white dove above her. You could be getting messages from the birds and the trees. And I see, oh, look, I see two swans flying overhead here too. And swans, they mate for life. Not to mention, they go through a major transformation. See a little rabbit down here too. This little rabbit, that's the renewal and rebirth. It looks like a little key or something here. I see there's like, you get the Queen of Hearts here in her crown. This is all those emotions, right? The Queen of Hearts is about how your intuition, your mother energy, your nurturing. But there's all these other cards and they're like crumpled and bent and, I can't see what they are, but I think those are the thoughts of other people contaminating your space. I think you really need to start learning how to ground yourself and protect yourself from all these energies, because there's a lot of negativity in the earth, and you have to be really careful of that. Let's see what else is here. Personal power. Yeah, there you go. Right there. Lo, and there's the eagle and the big brown bear. The brown bear is about being really grounded to the earth, but yet the eagle is a message from your star family. Retreat, just like I was saying here, you have to find a place to go to, you know, a mountain or the forest or something, a place where you can, you know, go into nature and sort things out. Oh, rebirth. I was just talking about rebirth. This will bring you a whole new, okay, so this is going to help you a lot in your ascension process here. It'll put you in your personal power. It'll help you. So do the go into nature, you know, discern your own energy from others. Put on that God's armor to protect yourself here. Okay, so let's do these tarot cards here. The High Priestess is in reverse. Wow. So it's intuition and sacred knowledge. So your intuition, that's what's blocking your intuition. Your intuition's being messed with because you're not protecting yourself. You're not calling in the support you need. Okay, so this is where you need to, so this is going to help you a lot in your process here. So I don't know what this wishful thinking is. They want me to read that. Okay. Did I put these all in reverse? Oh, I think I put these all in reverse. Okay, so I'm going to, these cards, when I start my readings, like they're all cleansed, and I put them all in the upright. So if this has come out in reverse, then there's a reason for it. So I'm just going to go with it. So the King of Feathers here is about having logic and justice. And, you know, this Lion here is about courage and, you know, sun energy, you know, Leo type energy here. But because it's in reverse, you're not getting any clearer thinking, because you're being contaminated with all these thoughts, like I was talking about, because your emotions, because you're so you have so much empathy, that your emotions are being taken over by by other people, just in general. Like, no matter where you go, you're absorbing it. Well, you know, the King of Feathers is the swords in the tarot, in the regular tarot. So, you know, the King of Swords in reverse, it's about, well, the King of Swords is about, you know, logic and justice. So it's about like truth, authority, discipline, being rational. But because it's in the reverse, it's like you're not able to see the truth. You're not able to be in your authority of your own autonomy. You know, the discipline here, you're not able to achieve that because of all this energy that is taking over. Okay, so the Queen of Crystals here, comfort and prosperity. Okay. So you have the Queen of Hearts here and the Queen of Crystals. And crystals is pentacles, I think, in this deck. And the pentacles, again, this is about, the Queen of Pentacles is about, you know, being a nurturer, you know, having wealth, you know, being a business owner. You might want to start your own business, you know, to have that authority. But really, I think what you need to do to become into your, the High Priestess, becoming into your energy, to fully become into your energy, is to protect yourself call in your support. You know, you have to discern which energy is yours. They want me to read this wishful thinking. This is where you could be, because you're dealing with so much other energy that's not yours. Could be, look at, I just opened to wishful thinking. This could be something that you're wanting but not able to achieve because you have so much confusion going on into your mindset. The message is less is more. Yeah, less dealing with, yeah, less thoughts, less emotions. Exactly. So you really do need to do the God's armor. Look that up. And you can just look it up online. It'll give you the whole, like, you know, there's the shoes of peace, the belt of truth, the chest plate to protect your soul, your heart, all that. The sword. What else is there? I think the helmet too. So, you know, to protect your peace. Okay, so we are surrounded by countless desires, all wishes that have ever been sent to heaven, consciously or unconsciously, are stored in the astral realm. The hosts of angels are busy tidying up these many wishes, and that's what's going on because you're absorbing so much out of the ether. You're getting bombarded. You know what I mean? Like, you look at all these souls here that, you know, you think about all the people that you pass by in a day, and they all have emotions and thoughts and feelings, and, you know, it's just a muddle of everything going on, right? And you're absorbing all of that. And you see, like, this guy here, you see this guy here, and you have like all these like this energy here, and it's going right into his heart space there. So I think that's what's happening because you're such an empathetic person, right? You have so much love for the world. Okay, so we are constantly being told that all we have to do is wish for what we want in order to receive it. However, it is simplicity and humility that are the real goals and which quicken our journey on the spiritual path. Angels have no need of all these things we humans imagine we require for a comfortable existence. How would it be spent? How would it be to spend a week without thinking, I wish? Exactly. Without that, to have all that mindful stuff going on, all that thinking happening that's not even yours. You're just absorbing it. Okay. So you need to get that shield up. And you need to call in. Well, yeah, there you go. Potential, there's your potential. There's like to get going. This is the Fool card. You know, the beginning to help you into your High Priestess. Then you can discern what is yours and what isn't. Well, Justice comes right out under the King of Feathers here. The truth and clarity. This is going to bring you truth. It's going to bring you that clarity. Number 11. You could be seeing any of these animals too. One more, Spirit. Good grief. This one? Action and focus. Yeah, for the rebirth. So the action and focus. Exactly. Look at that. And then you're ascensioning. Then you're going to have another awakening. Well, number 20, renewal, enlightenment. You know, the peacock too, that's, you're going to be able to then expand and show the world who you truly are. Beautiful. Caterpillar. Yeah, because you're going to transform. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, but you have to make this happen. You have to make this change happen because it's up to you. The vine here. Seek out information that will help you. Just like I was talking about that armor that you need to put up. This armor will help you. Calling in your, calling in your star family or Jesus or however you want to look at it, the universe. Yeah. someone is going out of your life or the end of a situation. Exactly. You can end this and get more into your ascension process. Position of authority. Exactly, Spirit. Position of authority. Okay, so we're going to read these two that are in reverse here. So we have 510, rebellion in reverse. Got to be a rebellion, I guess. And potential, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all your steps that you need to do. Where is that? Okay, here we go. Let's start with the potential here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. In reverse is distractions and lost focus, drowning in the chaos, inability to let go of old patterns, and taking the easy way out. So the affirmation is, my hard work and determination always pays off. So you have to be determined to seek out this information. You know, because I see these vines are, you know, they can suffocate a tree, they can destroy a home, you know, they can do all those things, right? Because they choke things out. And I think that's what's happening to you because you're so empathetic and you're absorbing everything. It's choking out your own emotions and thoughts. You need to figure out a way to separate them. So I think just doing what I was talking about is going to help you a lot. And then, you know, this caterpillar, I mean, you know, they sit in this chrysalis for I don't know how long before they can emerge this beautiful butterfly and expand, you know, all your true colors, right? So rebellion, that's where all your power is going to come from. That's where you're going to like work your way into your ascension process. But you have to start somewhere, right? So this is where you are in your ascension process. Okay, so this is in the reverse. Rebellion is fear of other people's opinions, pushing your beliefs on others, and dimming your inner light for other people. A need for greater self-confidence. See, and this is because you're absorbing other people's things. This isn't like, probably most of this isn't what's going on with you is probably not even yours. You're just absorbing it, like I keep saying. So I'm not going to say that anymore. So you need to have greater self-confidence to do this, right? So your affirmation is, I no longer allow other energy to change mine. No joke, Spirit. So the affirmation you need to say, I no longer allow other energy to change mine. So, you know, that's what's happening. Okay, so I guess this is all I have for your group 3. So I hope this finds you well. I hope this helps you on your journey to your ascension process. And yeah, I'm going to bid you a good day. Bye, everyone.